You are welcome. In Akash Hardware, you will find every item to give your house an attractive look. Here you will get the best quality tiles, granite, marble, sanitary ware, hydraulic modular kitchen, bathroom ware and much more. And the hardware of every brand is present here, whether it is Johnson, Century, Toyo or other big brand hardware. You are available here at fair price and rates. So come to Akash Hardware and give your house an attractive look. Responding to questions raised by reporters on the issue of checking of labor and trade licenses by pressure groups in Meghalaya and assault on migrant non-tribal laborers and technicians in the name of labor and trade licenses, the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said that the state government has created a system by passing a law in the State Assembly to check the labor licenses of workers, which comes under the Labor Department. If any contractor brings migrant workers from outside to the state for any work, then it is the responsibility of that contractor to get the workers registered under that system, and if he does not do so, then people or any group can complain about him to the Labor Department and the concerned departments. After which the Labor Department will take action against that contractor. But no pressure group has the right to investigate labor and trade licenses on its own and take the law in its own hands. This is a crime, and for this action will be taken against the members of that pressure group under the law. Also, the Chief Minister said that in the last few days, 4 cases have been registered regarding the violence that took place on the migrant laborers by pressure groups, and further action is underway.
Matter at the contractors level. But again, I'm reiterating that there's a process to do it. You complain to the government, to the department or the particular labor officer or to the minister concerned, but you cannot go and take the law in your hand and check, is what I'm saying. So if you have a complaint, you have an issue with thing, you inform us, necessary action will be taken against the respective contractor, because these things may happen. I'm not saying it's not happening. But as I said, doesn't mean that you go and take the law in your hand, is what I'm saying. So therefore, procedure should be followed. Definitely, government will react and act on this. Definitely, will take action against the concerned person. But procedure of complaining to the government is what the proper way to do it is. Regarding the point that the contractors have to, it is a must. That's what the law says. So there is no question of any contractor not registering any of the laborers coming in from outside. So the law passed by the Meghalaya Assembly says that they should. My point being that if there are any contractors who are not doing, let the organizations, individuals, public inform the state government, and state government will then take the action. But individuals cannot take action, organizations cannot take action against this contract. This is what I'm saying.
Then laborers were found without valid and proper documents. So what then?
Yeah, so we will take. Yeah, that's what. So if that is the case, let them give in writing, is what I'm saying, and let them complain to us. And there is a system and a process to be followed, but you cannot go and take the law in your hands, is what we're saying. That is incorrect.
So under this act or various other labor laws, does the contractor become liable for
Yes.
prosecution in case they violate?
Yeah, liable means what the prosecution is and what the penalty is. Those details are not with me, but it is the responsibility of the contractor to register his or her laborers.
So in the light of these recent incidents, these 4 incidents where more than 200.
Now also, in fact, as I said, we have already filed cases, and as per the provisions of the law, the action will be taken. I don't want to say anything more right now. The police is doing its job.
Sir, we have seen that when these people were going and checking, even the district administration said, police also said, they have also gone. So, if it is illegal, then how come district administration and police?
The administration and the police had gone to tell them that you cannot do this, and then they left.
Sir, but it's
in
still
one of
going
these,
on.
no,
Means today
on
also.
that particular, whenever the incident, wherever happens, then immediately the police goes to tell them that you cannot do this and please leave, and cases are filed against them.
There were instances they were standing just like that.
Yes.
I have not seen those. But as I said, wherever there have been cases like this, the police has been asked to immediately act and file cases. And as I mentioned to you, 4 cases have been filed.
So in these four cases, is it true that some employees of a company that came here for preparation of the Durand Cup, prestigious Durand Cup, were also beaten up?
I'm not aware about that.
Some laborers, hundreds of laborers were asked to leave this JN Stadium and
Leave,
and there
they're
were,
saying beaten up.
yeah, they
Okay.
were crushed also.
So if that is the case, yeah, if that is the case, as I said, again, as per the provisions of the law, action will be taken against individuals who have done this kind of crimes.
So since MHA has written the proposed amendment of MRSA, can you share what are those?
Sangma also responded to the allegations made by pressure groups in which the pressure groups had accused the state government of failing to implement the Inner Line Permit or MRSSA system to prevent illegal influx in the state, in response to which Conrad said that this allegation is absolutely wrong. Because the state government has already passed a resolution in the state assembly to implement the Inner Line Permit system in the state, but the right to implement the system is in the hands of the central government, for which our efforts are continuing. The amendment work on this is underway. To directly allege that the government did nothing to implement the Inner Line Permit is totally wrong.
You have got a lot of facts incorrect. Let me just mention that to you. Number one, nobody is authorized to check these papers. That's number one. And nobody can. Of course, there are incidents where individuals go or organizations go and all, but that is not as per the law. So therefore, they are completely on the wrong side of the law when they go and check. And just to inform that the government and the police has in fact filed cases against 4 cases have been filed, FIRs have been filed against different organizations who have done this in the past few days. Number two, you've mentioned that that individuals have or organizations have mentioned that government has failed to implement the ILP. There is the question of implementing the ILP doesn't arise because ILP has not been passed or not been implemented or not been enforced in the state of Meghalaya. We have passed a resolution in the state assembly that urging the government of India to implement the ILP in the state, but that has not been cleared yet. So the question of not implementing it doesn't arise. That's number two. MRSSA is a fact again, you are aware that we had passed the MRSSA, made the amendments in it, but it was at the governor's level, and governor had then sent it or mentioned that it should be sent to the central government, home ministry, for president's assent. And accordingly, we had sent it. They had sent back and asking us to look into different aspects, which again we are examining those aspects and seeing how to move forward because a lot of points that were mentioned by government. So the question of non-implementation doesn't arise. Regarding the question of different projects being stalled, no project has been stalled because of this kind of checks, whatever they call it. I wouldn't call it checks. They are just simply coming and intervening and trying to disturb these projects, which is not correct. These projects, whatever projects are going on, are in the interest of the state and the people. If anybody has any concerns and issues, they should follow and they should ask the departments to find out and give a list. And of course, if anybody has any concerns, we're ready to inform and give them the information. But as I said, taking the law in their own hands and going and do the checking, social checking, or whatever they may call it, is something that is actually not at all acceptable. And as I said, as per law and the provisions of the law, the police will take necessary action.
Sir,